Now, imagine this. Your child is overseas and you receive this message on WhatsApp. Hey, Mum, phone dropped and completely smashed. I'll be using this number for now. So, after a bit of back and forth, this message: a broken phone is the least of my problems at the moment. I can't get access to my online banking and I had a few overdue debts that I was supposed to pay yesterday and today. So, any parent would be worried, but what if we told you it was an online scammer posing as your child to get you to transfer the money?
I think every parent in the world gets those messages almost every day.
Yeah.
To discuss, we're joined by Detective Superintendent Mike Newman from Brisbane. Detective Superintendent, thanks for your time this morning. Appreciate it. Look, they're just getting more and more cunning, these scammers, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They are literally looking for anything they can prey on for to actually get our emotion, our attention, to try and basically take our hard-earned money off us.
So are people falling for it? Have you had a few victims of this one?
Yeah, look, unfortunately there have been victims. We are seeing people being victimised as a result of this, and this is why we're actually trying to get the prevention messaging out to actually avoid further victims.
Are there any, when you get those messages, are there any telltale signs, because they can look and appear as though they're so personal and real, what are the things we need to look out for when we get them?
Yeah, look, they're going to talk in generalities. They're going to say, yeah, hi mum, hi dad. They're not going to use their names. If the parent asks, well, who am I talking to? They'll say it's your eldest child. They'll be very obtuse about who they actually are.
So isn't it weird? So you're going to have to be saying to your child, is this really you? What birthmark do you have and where is it? You know, it's sort of like a crazy movie scenario.
Yeah, and look, one of the things that we suggest is you actually set up essentially multi-factor authentication with your kids, with your family, to actually have a cyber password where you can actually be able to confirm the identity of the person who's on the other end. Even if you ask to talk to them, sometimes they'll actually pretend that the phone doesn't work or a video call. They'll come up with any excuse as to why not to talk to you. The more excuses you get, the more likely it is to be a scammer.
I'd imagine there'd be younger and younger people falling for this too. Yeah,
look, again, parcel deliveries, all that sort of stuff. There's a number of different things, a number of different ways they will try and start to get your information. They're really after your information. Once they start to get that, then they can start to get into your bank accounts, or they'll steal your identity and create their own bank accounts under false details.
You must feel like a man with an avalanche coming at him, because there is just so many of these people all around the world. It crosses all borders. They're all thinking of new things all the time. How do you keep up?
Yeah, look, it's a matter of, as I've said, we've got to get the prevention messaging out. We've got to get people to be aware that this is happening, that there are vulnerabilities. For me, this is like the message we used to get out, and we do still get out, about lock your house before you go out. Protect yourself from being victimised. So it's about being aware, and we've got websites set up like Are You In Control on the QPS website, where you can go and learn tips and tricks to actually get advice as to how to actually protect and secure yourself.
Look, I guess with all these new things coming on, I mean, how do you actually find out about them? Is it through help from the public?
Yeah, it's through help from the public. We work very much with our state and federal agencies as well. We're hooked in very closely with the Joint Policing Cybercrime Centre down in Sydney, and we actually have the AFP the AFP Cybercrime Operations team embedded with us here in QPS. So we're working with other agencies and looking what trends are happening on a national scale, on an international scale, so that we can actually be better prepared for what's coming through our way as well.
And it's seasonal, isn't it, in some ways, because it's tax time now. There's a little bit of money going back and forward. Does it step up a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. We're expecting to see more scams from ATO coming through shortly. If you're getting messages from the ATO asking for your details, don't provide it. Contact the ATO directly. But again, as I said, they'll prey on anything. They'll even prey on our charities. And when we have fires and floods, we saw a spike in scams for people to donate money to fake fire and charity assistance schemes.
It's low, isn't it? Just before we go, finally, Detective Superintendent, is there any way that we can prevent our kids from sponging off us?
That one is a personal comment that we'll all have to take away on that. But make sure they're in control. Are you in control? Them with their finances and yours, obviously.
You're a legend. Thank you so much.
Just say no, whether it's a scammer or your own child.
Just say no.
We're all in the same boat. Thank you.